Check. Okay, that's better. Yeah, what's going on? Okay, that should be better. Sorry, I was recording some stuff before. Right. So what I was saying, Gold Eternal is you can have ultra nano positioning, so you can go down as little as, a 40 US dollar position, which is super small. Let's look at gold though quickly, because I told you guys that this was a decent buy down here. Now we lost that level, so clearly we're going to dump further, right? But I'm fine with that because I want to add to this even more, right? So I'm going to wait to add to this swing trade based off of any reaction that we see. So let me log into the swing account. Oil going crazy. Let's check oil in a sec. We're gonna check them all. Right, yeah. So I wanted to add to this position as it comes down. So I'm happy if it dumps even further. I'm good with that. What's happening right now on gold is we could trade this right now. Day trade it maybe. Right now it's relatively short. Hourly just closed pretty bearish, so we'll wait for an entry on the lower time frames to day trade this. Let's look at oil real quick. Oil's popping off a bit. Oil looks the same as it was yesterday, right? WTI, same sort of thing, right? Yeah, nothing super significant. Still just keep that running. Bitcoin short. Bitcoin still short or what? Yeah. Bitcoin's still pretty bearish. We'll let the short run. Let's look at the NASDAQ. I told you guys NASDAQ's we're not ready for the buy yet. Probably same with the Dow too. Quickly check between. Yeah, so now that it's Friday, we're looking for weekly closes. We can skim through as well to see where most likely these weeklies are going to close. NASDAQ super bearish. Bitcoin still looks like it's going to close bearish here. Gold once again. This doesn't matter too much because what they're trying to do right now on gold is target this low, right? So I'm going to be happy getting in this zone. I want to wait further to add to that gold trade. Okay. So I think gold might be the play to day trade today. We can do that on the Maven account here. Let's look at it. The next buys on gold will be epic. Yeah, this is gonna be like, it's gonna be a similar sort of thing. Like we made like $3,000 or something. Like we made like 50% of our account just in that move up, right? On gold, and most likely it's gonna be something similar, right? We're probably gonna find a base somewhere in here. It could be lower, right? And we could go into some drawdown, and that's fine, right? But the reality with gold is, when does gold ever crash like significantly, right? It's pretty rare. So you're really safe on buying gold on drops. Let me show you. Let's just look at gold. Like when is gold really bad, right? Like this was pretty bad back here, and it went down 30%. Okay, 33%. Okay, let's look. That was like pretty super bad. And then let's see here. I guess this, you know, if gold ends up doing something like that, that's down 50%, but that took more than my lifetime. So, you know, that's like a 20-year drop. So if it's gonna do that, then we just, you know, then we just don't trade gold anymore, right? So if we do end up taking a loss on it and it starts doing that, then we just stop trading gold. It's pretty simple. We just switch to something better, right? And the question is that going to happen now, right? And you need, for something like that crazy happen, look, you're having a couple months of 22%, so maybe like that, this could be the peak for gold. Could be, honestly.
Saw an article that gold on track for its largest weekly decline since.
Since 83, yeah. So honestly, potentially this is a bad idea to be long-term holding gold here. But we're still in this upward move, right? So I'm not super scared. Silas, what's up? What are you doing? What are you doing under there? What's going on? Cat's being weird, dude. He's running around all funky. Wanna go outside or something? Go outside. Come on. Come on. Come on. The window's open. Ah, he's got schizophrenia or something, dude. You don't see any reason for it to peak? I mean, honestly, like, it's always 50-50, right? Quick question: can high time frame levels work as magnets? Like, I don't know what that means. Like, things bounce off high time frame levels. Sure, yeah. So something that we can watch right now. This would be really bullish for gold if it pumped up in the next 5 hours, right? And then we closed up here, which is super possible, right? That would be kind of ideal for the gold case. Gold has relinquished all the evil chains that were holding it back. Like high time frame levels is where you would look for bounces, I suppose. It's where you look for things. I do think that gold is at least near the top for like this has been. What are you doing, buddy? Meow. He's going under the couch. He's never done that before. Hey. Meow, what? Maybe he's got fleas or something. This has been like a fucking crazy run up for gold, I suppose. Right? You had gold's been running for just straight up for like 4 years. So good chance that this is either at the top or near the top, dude. This war will change the way the global economy works. I mean, things are always changing. The problem is you should never assume like things are going to be different this time, right? Because it's usually not. There's always a reason for things to be different, and you're usually wrong. So things are pretty much always the same. Okay. Let's zoom in here. Let's see if we can day trade gold here. We just had a 5-minute close. Okay. Yeah, maybe we wanna long that. Let's see. 10 minutes left. Hourly. Probably don't want to be longing into that. Where's the 2 hour? Yeah, gold might come up to that level then. I'm not super keen on longing this. Might do something like this and then we'll see a reaction. So maybe I'll short up here. Either way, a shake up is long overdue. What time frame are we on? Doesn't matter, bro. Follow along. It says on the chart. You can see literally in the center of the page. You think it's gonna fail? I mean, for it to fail, well, technically there's nothing really to fail. They have a pass-through level, right? But it's a weak level. This has already all been tested. So I mean, I'm hoping gold has more of a run because it's super easy to trade things that are just going fucking straight up. The issue is everyone's trying to buy into this now. We can look at the edge finder. And you can see gold is not doing super well. Fundamental score super bad, right? Now what is doing well? That's the issue. Right now everything is struggling. So like this is the time when if any time you want to be struggling, right now is the time. NASDAQ, actually we're gonna maybe day trade the NASDAQ. This might be a decent spot to scale in, I suppose, for a swing. Let's look at the weekly. If we're looking at the weekly, we kind of have these weird wicks still. Oh, the daily actually did all right yesterday. Yeah, we could take some longs on the swing for this. I can't remember how much for the QQQ I'm supposed to bet. We'll add to that in a moment. We're long on the NASDAQ. Let's tell the Discord. So if we look NASDAQ daily, this is probably going to come up, I think. If we day trade it.
Dow looks better on daily too.
The daily on Dow? Let's look at the daily on Dow too. Yeah, kind of. 4 hour failed. Is this going to regain? Did it already regain? We could take a long on the Dow. I'm going to long the Dow. And then let's go let's look at the freaking edge finder here for the Dow. Wow, super bearish on the technical and everything. Okay, let's day trade the NASDAQ. Maven US 100. We'll go long. Oops, I doubled. Oh well. Take 2 longs then, I guess. What I'm looking at here is we've just gained these levels, right? So I want to see if that rips up. That's already been tested, that level. We'll just watch it go, because potentially this is just the low of the day. They went for new lows, right? And then now they've reversed here. And what we want to see is regains of these levels, right? Ideally, what we just seen on the 30-minute is it 30? 4 hour? Hourly? Something like that. We saw something. Maybe I'm tripping. Trade will be something like this. Anyways. Let's go, baby. And what's the QQQ moving properly? Oops. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're long on the Dow and the NASDAQ right now then. Let's see how she goes. My bias for gold is a buy around 41.70. Yeah, I mean, I think gold's going to come down lower. But at the same time, like I want to be bullish in this range. Right? The only thing that's like really bullish right now is oil, realistically. So the question is, actually, maybe we should just be trading oil, but yeah, we regained that. Oil's going to come up to the new high. We could take a long on oil as well. All right, I think it might be too late. Take a long. And we'll just see if oil goes for this new high is all. That's the oil trade. Okay. Let me put this on. I'll show you the stops and everything. 4 hour. Basically just play this range to the new high here. And then the stop loss down there.
Will silver be a good buy on HR if it doesn't close below the recent level?
Silver. We can look at silver too. Yeah, this might be a decent buy in a couple hours. But you've got 2 hours left, so there's no point in making predictions when things have 2 hours to go still, right? Actually, silver looks good here. We should be in silver too. A lot of these things are actually pretty decent buys here. Buy a bit of silver. Because we regained this, right? So the silver trade, bit of a swing, right? Should be something along these lines. And let's look at the low time frame too, just to see if there's anything interesting. 1 hour. Yeah, no, that's all good. We'll just do a swing long here on silver. The day trades are enough there. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with the NASDAQ right now. Switch back to the NASDAQ and we'll watch the NASDAQ right now. What happens if Trump picks up the microphone? Who cares? Like, why would you worry about something that's completely unavoidable, right? Like, you can't predict it all. Bro, what is your strategy? How much time did it take you to be profitable? And your advice for an intermediate trader is stuck at break even. What's my strategy? Dumb money concepts. You can watch full videos on YouTube absolutely for free. All on my channel. It's basically super, super simple. Levels are candle bodies, right? When you attempt to make new highs, when you attempt to close within those candle bodies, if you do, it'll go to the next level. If not, it'll go in the reverse direction. That's it. That's all you need to know. You have to account for multiple time frames and pass through levels though. How long did it take me to be profitable? I don't know, a decade. And your advice for you, stick to swing trading until you figure it out. And then take occasional day trades. The only reason I'm day trading is for your entertainment. I don't think day trading is a good idea. Every day at least. I think if you're day trading, you should only take a couple trades per week until you get really good. Like what I'm doing right now, first of all, I'm incredibly good. And second of all, I'm taking more trades than I should be for your entertainment, right? So my win rate is going to be lower than it should be because I'm forcing content here, right? So your best bet is just look at the daily time frames, right? And this is how I'm basing my trade, right? Is that we failed to make a new low on the daily. So I'm assuming something's going to happen here on the NASDAQ right now, okay? I'm assuming that the re-entry here, this is the trade, right? My stop would be below this level, right? And I'm gonna be targeting up here, okay? That's my daily trade, okay? And I just happened to enter on a lower time frame as well. So we'll see if we can rip this up, right? Same with the Dow. Let's look at the Dow. So you can create the trade idea on the higher time frame, right? We failed to make a new low here. So I'm entering fucking stupid good entry if this is the bottom, right? Stop below, I guess stop like here or something, I guess. And then we'll just target up here. That's it. So I can day trade using daily candles, right? Anything below the hourly is like literally just like a scalp and it's retarded pretty much. All you really need is the daily, right? The NASDAQ's ripping, right? Should we be in on oil?
How about copper on daily TF? It rejected yesterday's level.
Nice, you guys are getting good. I like that you guys just send me things now. Let's look at copper. What is it? HG, I think. How often do you train? I mean, I don't go to the gym anymore, but I go yoga and rock climbing every day. Yeah, copper looks solid here too. Right? Like this is what you want to see. You want to see some sort of bullish action on the previous candle and then a retracement so you can get a better entry, right? So this is probably going to go up, right? It looks like everything might rip up by the end of the day, which is going to keep the market bullish. Like they often like to do this stuff, right? Is kind of bait you out and then at the last minute come back up because the only thing that matters is the closes. So right now, because this has gone down, that's actually good because you can get a better entry. So your risk to reward is solid, right? Now, mind you, these lower time frames still need to break, right? But potentially this is the absolute low for copper right now. watching this. Is this okay, sweet. We'll lose 3,000 if we lose on the oil. Where are we sending the NASDAQ to? I forgot. Let's put the stop losses and whatnot in place. NASDAQ sending up there. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, there we put targets on the NASDAQ and everything. This is that one-step challenge that we started yesterday with Maven. As a CEO of a successful prop firm, what would you recommend? Who is more profitable, day or swing traders? Swing traders, without a doubt. There's a reason why I swing trade. It makes way more money. I wouldn't say it's necessarily good if the price is dipping, so you can get a better entry. It just means there's no buying price. I mean, like it's good for your risk reward, right? It's good for you because then you can get a better entry, right? Gold coming up a bit too now. It's funny, silver and copper are actually a bit more bullish than gold right now. Gold doesn't look quite as good. Yeah, so here, like everything moves so fucking fast, dude. You can see, this is why day trading, you should only really trade one thing, but you got a rejection off that level. So we'll see how it reacts back down here, right? But realistically, like, we're playing this daily candle is what we're doing, right? Better if you stream during Asia session if your work can't accommodate New York session. I mean, my time zone can't accommodate New York session. My life can't accommodate Asia, so the time zone I live is not a very good time zone for trading. Right?
Sol on weekly TF will be a good buy if it closes above the level.
Yeah. Asia's not very bumping. It's pretty slow. The only time I can really trade is now. Everything else is either the middle of the night or Asia is in the evening when I'm out doing shit. Like I'm not working at 5, 6, 7 p.m. So Making it difficult when day trade. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do this and show you the best trades each day, but like, it doesn't really matter. Why is everyone trying to buy gold? Because it's in a bull market, and it just dropped a lot, right? Low key flexing vibes. No, I'm just fucking lounging, bro. Basically, the bets we're trying to make right now are reliant on the fact that they'll attempt to save the weeklies, right? It's kind of a weird thing. Is I'm playing the bet that the economy wants to support further continuation to the upside, right? And if these weeklies close bearish, then we got a really bad time coming, right? So I'm obviously biased to this because I don't want the entire economy to collapse right now. But I've been calling for an entire economy collapse for a year, for like now-ish, right? So I'm prepared for this to be the drop. I was expecting summer. I was expecting summer of 2026 to be the entire economy collapse, which is the next 3 months, I guess. I've been calling that for a year. So potentially, potentially that's what we're looking at here. Oh, I can only lose. Oh, I'm going to blow this account. Because I can only lose 3%. This account's going to get blown before I didn't do the math right. You can only lose 3% in a day. I got to close this. We got to wait. I can't take any trades on that anymore. I did the math wrong. It's only 3%, I think, Maven, right? $3 on the one step per day. Yeah. We almost just blew that account. I got too used to swing trading. Yeah, we can do it. We'll do a giveaway right now. I completely forgot that I don't have infinite drawdown. I'm used to trading my personal account. 5K 3-step from Maven. Sweet. Type in plus ICT stocks to enter the giveaway. You see why I like swing trading so much more? So if you want to be a swing trader, by the way, should we just buy another account? If you want to be a swing trader, the best to swing trade is the instant funding. I'm just going to tell you that flat out. The only thing is you have to use small lot sizes, right? You have to use small lot sizes. Or I guess maybe the two-step. Bro, is this going to go up now? Okay, should we blow the account? It's going to go up here, dude. Now, would have blown the account. What if you gave one of your followers a 100K account and they can only trade using DMC? An update every day would be sick challenge. I mean, it doesn't, like, there's no point. That would be hard to track. People wouldn't actually give me any data and they would blow it anyways. And I know what you're doing. You're just trying to get a 100K account. That's all. You're just trying to get free money from me. Bro, Hunter, why is instant better for... Well, I think... I mean, the two-step would be fine. If I were to... If I were to swing trade, the reason being is because there's no rules on the instant. There's no news trading. It's just the only thing you need to follow is that the drawdown requirements, right? So you don't have to worry about shit like that. And obviously, like, you know, your targets are smaller. Or the two-step. If you prefer the two-step, it works too. Once you're funded with the two-step, it's super easy to stay funded. Okay, let's do the giveaway. And if you have subscribed, you get 5 times the number of votes. Again, bro. Congrats. Open up a ticket with Maven. You won what was it? Something. I forgot what it was. Was it the 5K? 5K something? How does it work with Maven Prop Firm? I have to pay an amount to purchase the account, but obviously you need to pass some steps. Yeah. So you basically get like a loan, right? So if you want $100,000, you pay, and here's the advantage to you. A lot of people are like, okay, you don't actually get $100,000, you get the drawdown, right? And that's true, right? That's true. You pay $400 for $8,000, right? The only thing is, it takes time before you can withdraw. Okay? So if you prefer, you can put $400 into a broker and then trade that, and then you can withdraw anytime. But you have to trade for, like, it usually takes 2 or 3 weeks or a month or something before you can get paid, right? But you're basically buying the drawdown, right? So it's it says $100,000, but you're basically getting 8,000. Okay. I mean, maybe the two-step would be best for swing trading. As a swing trader taking one trade a week, what percentage should he risk on a two-step? Bro, it's such a specific question. Like, I don't know. If you're only taking one trade per week, and you have a 50% win rate, I don't know. I would, like, I don't even know how to answer that, dude, because it would be different for each trade. Here's the thing. You have two options. If you have if you don't have if you have very little money to budget for trading, I want to watch this. If you have very little money to budget for trading, risk as little as possible, right? The reality is, or buy smaller accounts, because you're going to want to be able to buy multiple accounts because you're probably going to blow a few of them. I'm a very good trader and I only have a 50% pass rate. Okay. I'm a very good trader. 50% pass rate is very profitable on a prop firm. Okay. I think you only need to pass like 30% of the time to make money on prop firms, depending on the rules and whatnot, right? So if you have very little budget to budget towards accounts each month, then you want to take very low risk. You know, like, I don't know, fucking 0.5% maybe, right? But if you're able to buy more accounts and you have some spending cash, then just risk as much as you can. And that's my situation, is I don't care if I blow an account. I would rather do it faster. Can you go over the difference between instant and mini? Mini is 1 day. It's the exact same, except you only have 24 hours total. And the consistency is based off of trades and not days. That's it. Same thing exactly. Any reason to get a 2K over a 5K? Smaller price. Cheaper. I mean, the account sizing doesn't matter. It's just whatever size you prefer. Yeah, holy shit. Fucking comments are going nuts. I can't even read them all, dude. I do notice that Fridays do seem to be a little bit slower. The Dow is holding up all right here. The Dow would have maybe been the better bet. Let's switch the account. WTI. This one's got more drawdown.
Solana on daily TF rejected yesterday's level.
US. Let's see how the US 100. Should we get back in this? Let's see. Should we wait for the close in 2 minutes? If they fail, that's good, right? If they fail that level. We'll just switch to this account. Yeah, the Dow looks a little bit better. Maybe we'll do the Dow. DJ. US 30. There you go. Oops, not 10. Oh, one. Fine. That's going to be a nice close on the 15 for Dow, I think. NASDAQ too. NASDAQ's going to fail to lose that level. You want to see Solana too? Somebody wanted to see Solana. Sol. And I'm never going to be freaking day trading. This one regained. We have a When crypto account. We can throw some long-term trades on. I want to see XRP too to see if it gained. That looks nice. Decently nice, maybe. Go Sol. For When crypto, we can long Solana. Let's just add a little bit, Solana. Because this is going to be a long-term play, right? Or any plans for the weekend? Got a couple dates, dude. Some chick. I went out with some girl, and I didn't really message her after like we went out. Kind of just like forgot about it. And then she messaged me last night. She's like, "Hey, you." Oh shit, my tea. She's like, "When am I gonna see you again?" And I was like, "Oh, I forgot. I forgot to message you back." And then she just sent me a bunch of nudes. I was like, "I guess I'm gonna see you on Saturday." It's that easy, boys. Go out with them once, buy them a coffee, and then forget about them until they tell you to come over and bang. So that's my Saturday. I have to now. I had forgotten about her until I seen her naked, and then I remembered that this is a good thing to do. That's a good time. Dow, buddy, come on. The Dow. The issue with Friday is people take off early. Actually, the issue with Friday is that sometimes it does nothing and sometimes it rips at the very last hour. Did they lose the level? They lost the level. NASDAQ, I'm not super proud of right now. Not super happy with the NASDAQ here. Dow is a little bit cleaner to go bullish. I want them to buy off here somewhere. But where's the monthly levels? This is kind of choppy. Oh, wow. There is a monthly level right here. This would actually be a solid play just to keep it ripping for a long time. I might just leave this Dow trade forever sort of thing, right? and like do something like this. Meow meow. Hey Silas. See if the monthly rips up because we still have a couple weeks in this month. 10 days, 12, 11 days, something like that. So I'd be perfectly fine just to leave this Dow trade to run. See if the economy comes back. Because Dow is industrial stuff too, and the US is definitely going to war. So industrial stuff's gonna probably churn good, right? Does like the Dow definitely uses oil, does it not? Let's just ask Google. Does the Dow companies use oil? Like you could just be dumb with it too. Yes, the Dow uses oil. So by the way, I don't know if you guys heard this, but like feed, like animal feed, I don't know if that's what this is, but feedstock, but the animal feed is up like crazy expensive. Because of oil, because it costs oil to make food for animals. And if oil prices are rising, that means that the feed prices rise for animals, and that means your food prices rise as well, right? So it's kind of this cascading thing. And then shipping and everything increases. So if oil goes up, that means industrial companies, Dow Jones, must go up. So it's interesting that it's going down right now. So this is actually an interesting, probably good play for us to be on the Dow. What am I looking for in a woman? I mean, there's not many things that's required. The obvious one is they have to be pretty. The second one is they have to not cause problems for me because my life is pretty busy, and I don't want to have to deal with unnecessary problems. I want to be like I can provide super well, right? So if I have a woman in my life, she's taken care of, right? So all you need to do is not make my life more difficult, and then your life is done. Your life is set, right? And then the third one is like like goofy and silly, right? Right. Like I don't really like a lot of like business sort of guys like just the quiet type girl. I like the silly childish sort of fun and playful, right? Do I cold approach? More now than before, but not in the past. How long have you been trading? 13 years. NQ taking a beating, bro. I still think it'll come up, but Dow might have been the better play, yeah. What can someone do to make your life easy? Communicate effectively, right? What do you need, and also like help me communicate, right? Right, like I'm not talking about like fucking making sandwiches and cleaning and shit like that. Like I can fucking do that. Like I'm an adult. I don't need a mother. You know what I mean? But for a woman who is able to monitor her emotions effectively, right, and communicate them to me, and then also help me in conversations that allow me to be open as well, right? Um, because like to be honest, like naturally I'm like avoidant kind of like I'll just kind of skip out on problems, right? So if a woman is able to help me communicate myself, that's a fucking killer thing. That's like the ultimate green flag, right? I naturally kind of just like pull away if there's a problem, but I'm getting better at it. Bro, your strategy is complicated. No, it's not. If you think my strategy is complicated, then you think then 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 you can go and trade like moving averages or something, and those don't work for sure. Or you could do a Tory trades trend line. That's retarded, like absolutely idiotic. If you want a strategy that actually works, it's mine. Okay. What up, dog? Hey. Do I date Asian girls? No. White. I only like small white girls. You don't want that, bro. My girlfriend always tries to pull my feelings out, and it's annoying because I'm like that about my feelings too. Yeah, no. So you're viewing it differently. You need to reframe that into something more effective, right? So you're viewing it as she's snagging you, right, to pull out your feelings. And to be fair, some women do this, and it's like a manipulation sort of thing, right? So you do need to make sure that this is right. Like, is she actually asking proper questions, or is she being annoying, right? But to be able to sit down and have a proper conversation where nobody gets harassed, that's what I'm talking about. The effective communication. Hey, this is and not the random like, tell me more sort of like, what are you feeling like not random this fucking blurts outs of whatever, but like a supportive person when you're having a conversation, right? That's what I'm referring to. Because it allows you to process things easier that way. If you're being dragged out of something that you're not able to talk about right now, then that's toxic, right? But if you're in the mind that, hey, I'm willing to talk about something right now, hey, I'll help you talk about that. Let's dive into it, sort of thing, right? I don't know if that makes sense. You use support and resistance and head and shoulders, does not work. How many years did it take you to make DMC? To make DMC, probably like 3 or 4 years, I guess. Since maybe 22. Yeah, so about 4 years. Trader Sumo showed me some stuff. It took me a year to even understand what the fuck he was saying. And then something clicked. Literally, I like woke up one day and I'm like, wait, what the fuck did he just say? Right? And something flashed back to me that he had said, and it fucking made sense now, right? Because he talked in a really weird way, and then it clicked, and then I dove into it, and then from there I started analyzing it deeper, and that took me. So it was a year between when he talked to me, and then a year had passed, and then it clicked, and another year of me testing it, right, of whatever I understood there, and then that was the start of Dumb Money Concepts, and then I made that method profitable after a year of that, and now it's been another year, right, of really refining it now. So it's been about 4 years. He's good at trading, but no women. Huh? Yeah, I don't really focus on women anymore. They kind of just take things. I haven't found somebody that's been supportive, so. It's always subconscious. Yeah, I mean, most people, and I'm going to refer to pretty much all of you too, and a large part of myself too. most of the time I'm not consciously thinking, right? To be conscious, because you're saying everything is you're saying it's always subconscious, right? Our actions are most of the time subconscious, right? And your goal to become a better trader and to be a better person and better communications in your relationships is to practice consciousness, right? And that's what's going to make you a better person and a better trader, right? So the more often you practice consciousness, the more adapt you will be with your emotions and your awareness so that you can make the most effective decisions, right? So how do you practice consciousness? It's meditation, basically. It's paying attention to your thoughts and then analyzing and being curious of what those thoughts stem from and what they mean and why you feel that way, right? And I know like this stuff refers to trading too. Is like, so what, like being conscious that, hey, I took a loss, or being conscious that you know, I'm in drawdown right now and there's a pain. I feel a pain. That's the first step. Feeling the pain, recognizing it, and then being like, what is this pain that I'm feeling right now that I'm in drawdown? Why is it important for me to feel pain from this loss? You know what I mean? And then what am I trying to do now? Right? I'm trying to cover that pain by over trading or adding to the trade. So my ego's getting involved now, right? So these are the things you have to ask yourself, right? If you want to be a better trader, this is the most important thing, is practice consciousness and curiosity about the things that you're feeling, right? Were you profitable before your concept? Not majorly, no. I was what I assume most ICT traders kind of go through is they kind of just like do random shit and they keep testing different things, and they always have this idea of the next thing that's going to work, right? And sometimes it works, you know, go on winning streaks for a few months or whatever, but then it blows up in your face, right? So this is the first method that I've been able to make work for long periods of time, and by long periods of time I mean multiple years. Okay. And whether I could be ignorant, and it could also be the fact that I've been practicing consciousness, right? It could just be that, right? But those are the two major things you need to do. Simplify your strategy to something simple like dumb money concepts, right? And sure, an ICT method could work for you, okay? Is it get warmer now there, Hunter? No, it's gonna be pretty cold this year still, actually, but I think it's like 5 degrees, 6 degrees, something like that right now. Don't focus on women, at least Western women. Yeah, Western women are all fucked up. Boys, should I go back to Cyprus? The Dow trade's ripping. Should I go back to Cyprus? That's Cyprus yoga. Look at this place, bro. John wants me to come with him to Cyprus. Emma's going too. I'd be able to stream at better times. I'd be able to stream the open. They want me to move there, dude. But I'm Cyprus is not safe. I'm concerned, dude, because I've got so much good like yoga and meditation and peace and trees out here, and that's really important to me. Like, I know a lot of you guys don't give a fuck about trees. Like, there's no trees here, dude. And it's really weird. Like, I love trees, bro. Like, I need trees. I need to touch the grass, dude. Otherwise I go insane and I blow my accounts. I just fucking go full tilt, dude. Not from Cyprus, but we went last year for a couple months. We went through Europe with Maven. We went all across Europe. But this would be the ideal place to live for work, right? Do you think weed goes well with trading? No, don't do drugs. The only drugs you're allowed to do while trading Is things that allow you to think better. Okay. So what are those things? Maybe obviously caffeine, L-theanine. That's in teas often. I gotta pee, dude. Give me 1 second. Oh, I dumped while I was gone. Fucking hell, huh? Oh. So, the only drugs you're allowed to use as a trader, okay? Weed is a terrible one, because it's gonna make you dumb, right? And I know you might say, hey, it's good to be dumb because then you don't overthink. No, it inhibits your function of your brain, so you can't think anymore. You can't be aware. So what you need is caffeine, anything that's like a focus thing, or any sort of nootropic sort of thing. So like alpha GP whatever, alpha, what is it? Alpha GPC or something? Is that what it is? Alpha, oh wow, I got it right. This is a cognitive enhancing, right? It's fully legal. These sort of things, right? What's brain brain boost or something? I don't know, like brain supplements. What's that one Joe Rogan has? Something like this. These sort of things. Nootropics. I think creatine actually helps the brain too. And then, or calming things. Things will calm you down, like ashwagandha. Right? Ashwagandha will calm you down, right? Without inhibiting your brain function, okay? These are the only drugs you're allowed to use. I can't advise on anything that's illegal. I'm sure there are things. But things that calm you down, things that increase mental clarity, and nootropics. That's all you're allowed to use for drugs as a trader. Neurogum should. Hey, what's up, TG? Tyler G. Neurogum. Let me look that up. What's in Neurogum? I've totally eaten this before. It was like $5 a piece or something, dude. Somebody gave me one of these one time, and it was fucking $5, dude. Like for a piece. No thanks. Yeah, I think this is all nootropic shit. What's in it? Focus. What's in it? Nice babes. Sorry, dogs. Every time I see a girl. I want to see what the fuck's in it. What's in it, dog? Neurogum. Xylitol, good for the teeth. Sorbitol, sweetener. Blue color, okay. Monk fruit, sweetener. Oh, L-theanine. There you go. L-theanine will calm you down. You can take that. It's in green teas a lot. Wait, here you go. I have a vape that's a nootropic vape. That's literally this, actually. This is just literally the same thing as the vape I have. I think cloudy. I have this. Cloudy. Let's see, wait. Cloudy vapes or something? Vape. It's like a diffuser that you vape. This thing's interesting because they have caffeine one. This one's a nootropic one. This one's ashwagandha, and this one's melatonin. You got B12s and shit in there, and those are the only drugs you're allowed to take, boys. Send me the link to the vape. Just trycloudy.com. Yeah, trycloudy.com. That's I used it. It's I'll be honest. I'll be honest. The melatonin. If you can't like this is interesting. The melatonin one. If you can't sleep, it'll help a little bit pass you out. You have to like hit it pretty hard. The ashwagandha I liked the best because it did make you feel calmer. The nootropic one I didn't feel a thing, and the caffeine it was only good like it only keeps you awake for like an hour because you're vaping caffeine. So like it's not like drinking caffeine. So it's like I only ever used that while I was driving and it was late or something and I needed to stay up for like an extra hour. But you can try them. They're not very strong. Like you're not going to take a hit and then be like, fuck, you feel different. Not really. Yeah, the market's pretty dead now, dude.
Sexy close on NQ on hourly TF. It rejected the level buys. Looks good now, bro.
Have I tried ashwagandha? I have these droppers for ashwagandha. I'll show you something. I do a decent amount of biohacking. So I'll show you this shit here. Oops, wrong fucking thing. Right there you go. So this is an ashwagandha. I put that in I make gummies with gelatin. It's good for your gut. And then I put ashwagandha in there. And then this is this is like valerian root. So valerian root will, if you guys want to calm down, this is chamomile and valerian root. Valerian root will make you feel like you're like kind of stoned, I guess. And you'll be really calm. And then the mushroom extracts of like cordyceps and all this shit helps your brain function. And then I've got some other nootropics and everything I take as well. Market's dead, boys. What did somebody said? Been sugar maxing like a motherfucker. Never felt better. You've been sugar like what kind of like fruit? I would hope. If I eat candies, dude, I fucking pass out. Not even joking. If I have sugar, I pass out, dude. As I try, actually, boys, if you want to get better at trading, don't eat. I know it sounds crazy. Don't eat. If you quit food, your brain will work so much better. And I'm not talking like just go kill yourself and starve. I'm talking intermittent fasting. Eat once or twice per day after you're done trading. So if you trade in the morning, eat at noon and dinner. That's it. If you trade at noon, don't eat until the afternoon. Does ashwagandha actually help? A little bit. You want to check NASDAQ? Yeah, bud. This is what I thought NASDAQ was going to do, is hit some new lows. I think the NASDAQ comes up here. Should we get in on the NASDAQ too? Back in on the NASDAQ potentially. We'll go light. Food is for the weak. Nick and Adderall diet. Yeah, ground bison. Tyler, you know what's up, dude. Like, if I wanna like make myself the smartest possible, eat only meat and vegetables, and only in the afternoon. What is your account balance? 390 grand. What do I trade? Everything. This is what you eat. Twix? No, bro, you're kidding. Twix, you're kidding, dude. Twix, Kinder White, Bueno, salted Twix, 2 kebabs, fries, chicken breast, and artificial sweetener Sprites. This is exactly what you should not do. Solana. That 15 was all right, no? Wait, NASDAQ. Did it fail? It could go a little bit lower here. It could swing these lows. So we'll put a stop there, but like it'll be a soft stop. So we're not gonna hard stop out. I think more or less I want to run this larger trade on the NASDAQ. Steak, beans, and broccoli. Bro, every time I eat beans, I just fart constantly. How long do you stay on the charts? The whole time I'm on stream, I'm trading. I don't ever trade unless I'm streaming, so it's about an hour a day. Do I sell a course? No. I trade an hour a day, and then I run my trading company here, Maven. I own a prop firm. You can trade on Maven if you go to maventrading.com. I don't sell a course though, and I also don't get money if you buy. Like there's no affiliate partnership. I don't get commissions when you buy. I literally just literally started this company. I have a flat salary, and then the company's equity grows over time, and eventually I will retire from the equity. So I don't really care if you buy, because I make the same amount no matter what. People still asking about courses. Yeah, I don't sell a course, bro. I actually know how to trade. It's a sure telltale sign if somebody doesn't know how to trade is they sell you a course. Yeah, are beans not good for you? I've got a whole like storage cellar of like beans, tuna, rice for like when the apocalypse happens so that I can survive for an extra 3 months. Just to give me a buffer time. And honestly, if you guys want to make the best investment ever, go buy like $1,000, $2,000 of beans. Your inflation is gonna the price of food's gonna go up higher than the stock market, dude. Just invest in all food. Buy a tanker of oil, barrels of oil in the backyard, and beans. Why do prop firms get greedy when you try to withdraw your own money? It's not your money. What is a prop firm, dude? It's their money. And first of all, it's not actually money at all. I'm gonna tell you something that might blow your mind. When you get given $100,000, guess what? It's not real money. Doesn't exist. That money is just a number on the screen. It's not backed by anything. No prop firm backs you. None of them. Not any of them. None of them. None. The amount of people that are backed is less than 0.1%. So it's not your money. Your money is when you put it in a brokerage. But you can use a prop firm to make more money. It's more profitable to trade on a prop firm than a brokerage. Significantly more profitable. For you. And that's why prop firms are so popular, is because it's easier for you to make money than on a brokerage, and faster. I traded with their money and made my money, though. It's not money, dude. It doesn't exist. And it's also not your money. It's like the same logic. Like, also, here's the thing. Let's say you put money on a crypto exchange, right? And they say, and then you get rugged, right? Like FTX did, right? FTX rugged everyone and stole everyone's money, right? Legally, it's not your money. It's their money. You gave them money. So you don't even have the rights to the money that you put in an exchange. And unregulated brokers too. You don't really have the rights to it. You just put the money there. So you're ignorant, right? Now, why do these firms not rug you? Is because they're in a business where if they rug somebody, they will shut down. So they're incentivized to pay you. Right? If a firm denies payouts, they'll go under for sure. Right? So firms don't deny payouts anymore. They used to, because it was more of a crazy business of just do whatever. Teach me how to trade, please. Watch my videos, Dumb Money Concepts, bro. I'm going to wrap it up there. I think that's the week. I think I might just leave these trades. I think I'll just leave these trades, boys. See where things end. Longer term swing trades. We got the WTI ripping up now. Oil coming up a bit. Did I put targets on there? I don't even know, bro. We should honestly just swing these we should just place some swing trades. Let's look at silver. I'm gonna place silver. I think we want silver, right? Let's just double check again. Let's place some positions and let things run. Weekly? No, why did the daily? We want to see the weekly. No, maybe I won't take a silver. copper. See where the weeklies are going to close. I mean, not fantastic. Gold. Again, not super fantastic. But we'll put a little bit on gold. Can I trade gold eternal yet? Or is it still bugged? Still bugged. So if anyone wants to know, Maven's got gold eternal. For this account, it's bugged out. But if you have new accounts, you can trade micro lots, and you can trade over the weekend. This will keep printing over the weekend with actual trade data, okay? Whereas regular gold's going to turn off on the end of the weekend. I'm going to just put in a little bit of gold. A little bit of gold, let things run. And then we'll let that run till next week. You're going to long silver too. Swing longs are great. Yeah, I mean, silver looks all right. The only problem I have right now with silver is I'm looking at weekly, and you've got this weekly level here. I mean, maybe it's not technically even a level really, but there's a decent amount of here. Actually, we should be in on silver, right? If you're looking at the daily, you failed to make new lows, right? So we want to have a stop here, over here, right? So we can be on silver too. I'm going to put a little bit on silver. Put one. Just a little on silver. There we go. We got some trades running. Okay. We'll let that go for the weekend. We can trade gold over the weekend. You can, correct. Maven is the only firm in the world that allows you to trade gold on the weekend. The only firm in the world that you can trade gold on the weekend, and you can use nano lots with gold eternal or gold eternal right here. We're rolling out assets of eternal pairs that trade forever, never turn off. Tyler, this is if you're still here, dude, this is what you were talking about, kind of, hey? I was telling you something different that I have an idea for the futures market, but this is yeah, sick. 24/7 gold never turns off. Okay, what's going on now? Things are ripping around or what? Well, we'll let that run. Looks like the market's kind of dying down. Fridays are always dead early, right? Fridays just make a move and then they just don't do anything for a while. Am I tripping, or do I usually stream at like the worst time for market hours, like lunch hour? I might be smarter to stream at the close each day.
Since the daylight changed, Friday got slower.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a bit odd for the past week. Anyways. All right, boys, take care. I'll see you next week. Yeah, I could stream Power Hour. I might do that next week and see what the engagement is like if we do a week of Power Hour.